Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazin Comic-Con 2017. We're bringing you all different various participants here, and this one is rather unique. Brian Selznick.
Hi there, how are you?
Is a author of several books. Hugo, you may have read that, and a new one called Wonderstruck, which came out in 2011, and it's about to be turned into a movie that we're going to be seeing. Todd Haynes directed. Talk about the journey as a writer from a book to a movie, because you also did the screenplay.
Yeah, it's my first screenplay, and when I make books, I make them to only be books, but then the challenge is seeing how they can be translated. So seeing how Hugo was translated by John Logan into something that felt like it had to be a movie was amazing, and then John actually helped me with the screenplay, gave me notes, so that I could make a screenplay out of it, so that it feels like it had to be a movie.
And talk a little bit about being here at Comic-Con, because, you know, usually we think about the Will Smiths and, you know, the Batmans and the Supermans that are here, but as a writer, what do you think this affords you?
Well, it's really incredible to be here. This is my first time at Comic-Con, and you're aware that the audience loves being here. They love you, they love they love stories, they love movies, they love books, they love pictures, they love words. And so as a writer and an illustrator of books being here, I feel like this is my audience. Like, these are the people, yes, there's the big, giant, big Hollywood things, but also people are here because they love stories.
And speaking of stories, let's talk a little bit about Wonderstruck. Again, Todd Haynes is directing it, and it kind of takes place over two different eras, two different stories about two similar people on a journey. Yep. So how much of a fantasy is it, and how much of a reality story is it?
I like writing stories that feel like fantasies, but actually are set in our world, that can happen. So it's about a girl who's deaf in 1927, who runs away to New York to find a movie actress who she's obsessed with, and a boy who becomes deaf in 1977, who runs away to New York to look for a father who he's never known. So these two stories weave back and forth in a way that feels magical. There's coincidences and there's overlaps. But again, it's things that can happen in our world.
And speaking of our world, am I correct? You're friends with Julianne Moore, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That kind of helps, having somebody like that step in and do your movie.
Yeah. Julie and I have known each other for a while because she also writes children's books. She wrote a great book called Freckle-Faced Strawberry, part of a series. And so when she read Wonderstruck, she said, "Brian, I want to play Grandma Rhodes." I was like, "Julie, you're not old enough to play her." She goes, "Oh, they'll do prosthetic makeup on me." And that's what happened.
Well, I can't wait to see it, Brian. Thank you so much for your time.
Such a pleasure to talk.
And this is Scott Orlin. Till next time.